Hello everybody. We have discussed in previous presentation about what are the motivation theories, and under that we have discussed what is the content theory and what are the different types of process theory. So today in this discussion we are going to discuss about what are process theory and what are the types in elaborative way. Okay, so before going through, I will like to review what we are going to discuss. That is, we will review what is the content theory and the process theory. What are the types of process theory? And discuss the different types of process theory and along with the comparative summarization. Okay. So before proceeding towards the process theory, first of all, I would like to review in the simple point what is content theory and what is process theory. I'm sure that all might be remembering the point, but I will sum it up. Content theories explain work motivation in terms of what arouses, energizes, or initiate employee behavior. That is what is the factor that we should be motivated in an individual. Okay, but in process theory, we have noted how to initiate a behavior within an individual is studied in process theory. So in content theory, we have discussed the four main theories. In process theory, I have enlisted different types of process theory, almost 9 types of process theory. But today in this discussion, we are going to discuss about the four main types of process theory. So in first, we are going to enlist the types of process theory. The first one is the Skinner reinforcement theory that is initiated in 1930s. Second one is the Broom expectancy theory, and the third one is the Adams equity theory, and the fourth one is the Locke's goal setting theory. So one by one we are going to discuss process theory. The first process theory is the Skinner's reinforcement theory. We have already known that reinforcement terms what means for. Reinforcement means some to uh, 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 provide something with a particular stimulus to a particular individual. So we'll discuss clearly here. Reinforcement theory says that the way we respond to an individual action, that is the behavior or the attitude we have shown to a particular individual's action and behavior, has the ability to change their behavior in the future. For example, for example, when a student get good marks or great marks, good grades in an exam, and the teacher give positive feedbacks, that is, you are doing good, you are improving yourself from the previous marks, you are doing great, you must do like that, you must improve yourself in this way, then automatically you will achieve the highest level. This way, this action, this response from a particular teacher towards a particular student will have a great impact to change the behavior of the student. And if we say that it's when a student do some work and by a mistake the student doesn't able to do the work completely in a particular time frame, and if we show negative response, that is, you are making excuses, you are not taking it seriously, you do not have responsibility of your own work, that will also change the behavior in the future, might be in positive way, might be in negative way, but it depends upon the student or the individual. So reinforcement theory say that a particular individual behavior might be changed in a way how we respond to the individual action and behavior. So the theory also states that the outcomes we experience as a result of our action and behavior affect how we behave in the future. Similar, almost similar with the first point. Okay. So third point is that the action results in positive outcomes. We do more of them. That is reinforcement. That is when particular action gives a positive outcomes. We provide some response, that is called reinforcement. But when they give result the negative outcomes, we do less of them, that is called the punishment. So in detail I will explain the next slide. Here the first box, it describes the positive reinforcement. Okay, in second we'll discuss about negative reinforcement, and in third and fourth we'll discuss what is punishment and what are extinction. In positive reinforcement, positive behavior followed by positive consequences. For example, we are expecting something positive, something a great work from a particular individual or a particular student, and if that gives a positive uh, action, then we will give them positive consequences. That is, manager praise the employee for his work or for his great things. Next is negative reinforcement. Positive behavior followed by removal of the negative consequences. That is, positive behavior. It depends upon the individual. For example, when an individual, when a student try to do some the work in a positive way by very hard working way, the individual will try to complete in a very good way. Then what happened, the teacher suddenly stop us asking the student that whether you are doing great, you are doing on time, you must complete it by tomorrow. That is continuous nagging towards the student will make a negative feedback, negative impression upon the teacher, upon the students. So the teacher will stop nagging to the student that you must complete this work, you must be able to do this work in time. All this negative nagging like behavior, forcing like behavior, if these things are removed, positive behavior might also get initiated in the individual. That is negative reinforcement, that is removal of the negative consequences. So there are two reinforcement. First one is the positive reinforcement, second one is the negative reinforcement. The positive reinforcement is followed by positive consequences that leads to positive behavior. But in negative reinforcement, removal of the negative consequences will lead to the positive behavior. Okay, so the 2 point that is next is punishment and extinction. Punishment, as we already know, when something has not yet done in adequate or proper way, and negative impression or negative responses, negative behavior is being initiated to particular individual. So in punishment, negative behavior followed by negative consequences, that is the manager demotes the employee. For example, simply when a student is being given the class representative of the particular class, but when that class representative doesn't do their work properly, doesn't able to maintain the class silence, then the class teacher will demote the student from the class representative to and will give that responsibility to another friends. Then it automatically leads to punishment. Then the student will feel that next time I will be doing great. So negative behavior followed by negative consequence leads to punishment. Okay, next is extinction. Negative behavior followed by removal of positive consequences. Simply manager ignores the behavior. Okay, that is whenever a student is trying for his best and the student try to show up that I'm doing great, I'm trying my best level, but when the teachers ignore the student's behavior, when a teacher ignores the student's hard working, dedication, responsibility, automatically an extinction feeling will arouse, will get initiated within that particular student. So reinforcement that directs an individual in different way. The positive reinforcement given is well and good, but we can also give negative reinforcement to motivate a particular individual. But when then reinforcement are happening in a negative way, then either punishment may also be given to motivate the people. If they are not doing great good thing, that punishment may also be initiated, or extinction may also be initiated. So reinforcement is much needed to motivate a particular individual. Clear? So the next theory is Broom expectancy theory. Broom says that an individual motivation is affected by how much they value any reward associated with action. Here what it is mentioning that uh, an individual motivation is influenced by three main action. The reward, that is balance, that is action. How much they believe in that by putting effort into something, they will be able to generate good result. That is expectancy. That is how much I have to put up my effort to get a desired result. That is expectancy. And how much they believe that generating good results would result in a reward. Instrumentality. It is motivation. M stands for the motivation, V stands for the balance, I for the instrumentality, and E for the expectancy. I will let you know more clearly in the next slide. Okay. So in Broom's expectancy theory, we have known that there are three main things. One is the valence, V, I is instrumentality, and E is expectancy. And when these three things combine together, we can find out a good motivation within an individual. Okay, here, uh, this Broom expectancy theory is usually founded by Broom, Victor Broom. This is Victor Broom, 1917. What does he say that? People are motivated by how much they want something. If I am much interested, I am much passionate about a particular thing, then I will be easily motivated. Okay, and how likely they think that they are going to get it. That is, for example, I am very enthusiastic with my feeling that on the next month I have a vacation. For example, I am having next month summer vacation. I am a student of BSc nursing first year. When I am having a vacation in the next month, summer vacation, I am much motivated that next month, yes, I'm going back to my own home. I'm going to stay with my family for some times and going to spend some few moments with my family. Then suddenly teacher said that if next month is your summer vacation, then you have to complete the assignment by tomorrow. Okay, then I will be motivated that if I complete this assignment by tomorrow, then I will be going back home by the next month. Then I am easily motivated, and for that only I'm going to think that if I work in such way, I work in today night, if I complete it in very smooth way, then automatically I can submit my assignment by tomorrow. That is, people are motivated. I am motivated that I want something, and how much I want that thing, and how likely they are going to get. Okay, it's according to Victor Broom. So 3 point. First one is the expectancy. Expectancy. Second one is the instrumentality, and the third one is the valence. Okay, so in expectancy is the belief. It's a belief that a particular level of effort, that is certain particular level of effort, will lead to a particular level of performance. That is, if I work hard, I will get good marks. If I work less, I will get less marks. If I don't read at all, I will automatically fail. That is expectancy. For this expectancy, we know that a work is required. Okay, a work is required for what? To reach where? A level of performance, to which a level of performance, and this level of performance is called as instrumentality. Expectancy means that I believe that if I work hard, I will get something that I want, and to reach that level of performance, I need work to reach the level of performance, and that level of performance is also known as instrumentality. And instrumentality is the expectation that successful performance of the task, I know that if successful performance of the task will lead to the desired outcome, that is called instrumentality. Okay, so for this achieving this reaching this level of performance, what should I do? Okay, what should I do? What should I do? So that could lead to the final outcome, that is called the valence. Valence is the value or importance a worker assigns to the possible outcome of the work or the reward. Okay, so in expectancy theory, we already know that we expect something, but that when we do works adequately, we'll expect some final outcome. So for a work to complete, to reach level of performance, to reach a final outcome, we need motivation. And for this motivation, we need 3 points. First one is expectancy, next one is the instrumentality, and the third one is the valence. Clear with this? Okay. Uh, for knowing an individual expectancy before starting and helping them to get their expectation is much needed for this theory of motivation. For example, there is a child who doesn't know, there is a child who doesn't know what is this, what am I going to do today? Okay, when a student doesn't know what to read, how much I have to read, a teacher will automatically help it out. Okay, that you must read this one in proper time, you must maintain a daily routine. And if these things are adequately provided. If this motive, we must know that what does child want. If a child is crying, we know the child might be hungry, the child might want to play with somebody, the child is feeling sleepy. These things we expect. We thought that if we know this expectant of a child or a particular student, and if we help them to achieve that expectancy by motivating or by providing help, automatically the people with the child or the individual will feel happy. Okay, the individual will feel happy, the individual will be goal directed, will be goal oriented. So in this theory it simply states that we have to know the expectancy of an individual before starting, and we must motivate them, we must initiate certain factors, certain we must know the time value, we must know the hard work, effort, the instrumentality, the expectation of the particular individual that will lead to the balance of the individual. Clear with this? So we have discussed today theory. First one is the what was the first theory? expect we have discussed the expectancy theory. Okay, so the continuation of this theory we will discuss in the next continuation of the process theory we'll discuss in the next discussion. Okay, we have discussed uh, two types of process theory in today's discussion. So I hope that you all might be doing great with the explanation, and I'm very much thankful that you are giving quite attentive and motivated towards my discussion, and hope that you have understood well. And the remaining two process theory will be discussed in the next discussion. Thank you. Have a nice day.